10.8.16 Juyam agyas tarishyatha Juyam agyas tarishyatha Esavah shreya adhasyad Gopa gokula nandanaha Anena sarva durgani Juyam agyas tarishyatha Esavah shreya adhasyad गोप गोकुल नंदनः अनेन सर्व दुर्गाणि जूयम अज्ञस्तरिष्यथा adhasyat will act auspiciously gopa gokula nandanaha just like a cowherd boy born in a family of cowherd men as the son of the estate of Gokula. Anena by him sarva durgani all kinds of miserable conditions Juyam, all of you. Agyaha, easily. Tarishyatha, will overcome. Translation. To increase the transcendental bliss of the cowherd men of Gokula, this child will always act auspiciously for you, and by his grace only you will surpass all difficulties. Purport. For the cowherd men and the cows, Krishna is the supreme friend. Therefore, he is worshipped by the prayer Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha. His pastime in Gokula, his dhama are always favorable to the Brahmanas and cows. His first business is to give all comforts to the cows and the Brahmanas. In fact, comforts from the Brahmanas is secondary, and comforts for the cow is his first concern. Because of his presence, all people would overcome all difficulties and always be situated in transcendental bliss. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go means cow or goat means Indriya. Kula means when. Kula means come in family descendants. Kula. Or Kula Sabda is also used when assembled together are also called Kula. Go means cow. Here specifically when we speak about Vrindavan Dham, Mathura, Vrindavan, Gokula. So the word Gokula represents.
आवाज प्रभु जी थोड़ा कम है.
कम है.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
Maybe I am speaking slow. Is it better now?
Still voice is not very clear. Loud.
Sound input is 100%. So it all of a sudden. Okay. So what I was speaking about, the definition or the meaning of word Gokula. So in Vishnu Purana, Lord is worshipped and explained as Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama. Here many words, all these words are presented in Vishnu Purana are referring to the eternal Dhama, Gokula, which is also manifested in Vrindavan, Bhoma Vrindavan. When that pastime is eternal. Padam ekam natyajyat. Krishna never gives 1 minute or 1 feet from Vrindavan Dham. He always resides in Vrindavan Dham. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Who is a Brahmana? Brahmana, his main function is that he is Vishnu conscious. or Deva Chetanasila. There are various Shrotriya Brahmana in various Vedas. But the purpose of the Veda is to know Krishna. Vedesha Sarvai Ahameva Vedya Vedanta Krut Vedavid Evacha. So Brahmana means he is aware about Krishna or Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Lord is favorable to Brahmana. So Brahmana is Krishna conscious. A person who is advanced in Krishna consciousness may say to be Brahmana. But there is a possibility that Brahmana may not be always Vishnu conscious, may be attracted to some other demigod. Maybe in Brahma Vidya, the awareness of Brahmana may be in the state of Brahmeti. Even higher is Paramatmati, even higher is Bhagavaniti, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, personal form. So Brahmana can be of various state. Even those some Brahmana, when they follow the path of worship or Abhideya, they may follow Panchadevata Upasana, other demigods worship. So in essence, as per explanations of Acharyas, Baladev Vidya Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, so what are the various or common minimum things you should see to understand a person is in Brahminical culture? So, dadati pratigranati danam parigraham. He accepts the things from the people in general and distribute them like rain. How he distribute like rain? So he distribute it for the service of Krishna. It's just like watering the root. So automatically is distributed. The pious activities or the pious merits get distributed to everyone. Even the Brahmana, if see some poor people are not getting food, he should, out of his mercy, distribute food or prasadam to others. The Brahmana sometimes he himself fast, but provide the basic necessary things to other. He himself might fast. That is the advanced qualities of Brahmana, which is called in parigraha. Then he worship for himself and for the Jajamana. So like that, that is the essence, that Krishna Smriti, the forgetfulness, is called Krishna Vismriti, and Brahmana facilitated Krishna Smriti. And for that reason, Krishna likes Brahmana. Brahmana means Krishna consciousness, and a Vaishnava, among the crores of Brahmana, a Vaishnava is the topmost Brahmana. A Vaishnava is already a Brahmana, but a Vaishnava is a fully qualified Brahmana, you may say. So among 1 crore, that is explained by Advaita Acharya, that by feeding a Vaishnava like Brahma Haridas Thakur, by feeding Shraddha to topmost Vaishnava who is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra with full dedication, who is dedicated to the holy name, if you worship him or feed him or associate with him, then it is as good as serving 1 crore Brahmana. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan prapadyante. Out of many life, this Jnanavan, like a Brahmana, we surrender to Krishna. Manusyanam sahasresu kaschin mam beti tattvata. So out of thousands and thousands of men, some practice Krishna consciousness, and out of them, some know Krishna. And such Gyanis, so Brahmana are in the state of Jnana, Brahmavid, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. You may not say that all those who have taken birth in the family of Brahmana are Brahmana. No. Janmana Jayati Sudra may be born from of the higher family, like Brahmana's family, but he will not be Brahmana. By birth, everybody is Shudra. Sanskarat dijam bhavet. By performing sanskara, then only he will become twice born or dvija. Then after sanskara, Veda patanat vipram bhavet. By reading scripture, he will become vipra. Then Brahma janati Brahmana, when he is expert in analyzing, realizing, and experiencing Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he is Brahmana. Brahma janati iti Brahmana. So these are the state of evolution. So it cannot be symbolized just by the birth. So such Brahmana who himself is Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious, and elevate the people to the science of Krishna consciousness. The whole material world is created to facilitate a person who has forgotten Krishna and options to enjoy of his desire and gradually satiated to the state of finding no pleasure in this material world. And Krishna is the ultimate source of the all pleasure. The purpose of the creations. One is that you wanted the pleasure from material world by enjoying or owning, lording over material nature. Lord lords over internal potency. So Lord enjoys supreme bliss by associating with internal nature, antaranga, prakriti. And the process, say sukha hetu jara, Krishna te varila, Krishna parisada rupe, paro vyamate thakila. Harinam Chintamani says that those wise devotees who had chosen Krishna as the source of pleasure, bhakti sukha, the indirect pleasure, mean that desiring always to give the satisfaction to the senses of Krishna is called prema. When a wise devotee chooses that, the indirect pleasure or bhakti sukha, then he remains in Parabhyama or the planets like Gokul, Vaikuntha. Others who had a variegated attractions to enjoy like Krishna by lording over nature, he cannot lord over internal nature. So Lord has facilitated this material world that go, then try to lord over matter nature. Gradually, Maya Devi will punish you a lot because there is no true representations of source of pleasure. Ananda Chinmaya is not there. Here, what is there? Ananda Chinmaya Rasa means the pleasure which is eternal and which is from Vidya is called Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. And the pleasure which is not eternal means which is temporary and is derived from avidya is called Maya Sukha, from Sattva, Raja and Tama, Trigunatmika Vyavahara. Say Trigunatmika Vyavahara say Sukhamani. Here we are assuming that this is pleasure, but its nature is temporary and its consequences are there. Jehi sansparsha bhoga dukkha jo layagate. And we are repeatedly suffering these consequences. We all know how much suffering is there and how much enjoyment is there. Yet we always think that tomorrow I will be happy. If I work hard, I get more money, I will be happy. If I get some objects for sense gratification, then I will be happy. That is the idea. This idea is inspired by Maya Shakti. So that all in one word is called Krishna Vismruti. And the countermeasure is Krishna Smruti. Facilities, what are the facilities? Sadhu Shastra. Sadhu Shastra Atma Rupe Karana Anushilana. Sadhu Guru Shastra Atma Rupe Karana Shilana. The guidance is given by Sadhu Guru Shastra and Paramatma. Those advanced person who can meditate and get the input from Guru and Krishna are called guidance by Chaitya Guru or Atma, Paramatma. So these are called Krishna Smruti, and Brahmana is the representative of that. So a Brahmana, if do four things, will not get Krishna Smruti. What are those? Number one, Bevhichara. If he is doing any Bevhichara means not following the path of Dharma. If he is doing gambling, then his truthfulness is destroyed. If he is eating meat, non-veg foods, onion, garlic, etc., unoffered food to Lord, so he is destroying his daya. If he is associating with women unrestricted way, on non-religious way, out of marriage, all these are very sinful. His pavitrata or the suchi is destroyed. The cleanliness is destroyed. Similarly, if he is doing intoxications, then his austerity, tapasakti is destroyed. So Bevhichara, if there is presence of Bevhichara, then Brahmanatva is destroyed. Then next, Asatsanga, eating habit. If you do not eat food properly, it is not only for Brahmana, it is for us also, for all Vaishnavas. You see, someday your consciousness in Krishna is very good. Some other day it is not. Some days like Ekadasi's, Krishna Janmashtami, other day, your consciousness in Krishna is very good. Why? Because these days you focus on Krishna more and you avoid Vyabhichara, eating food outside, unoffered food, eating Krishna Prasad. So Vyabhichara and Anna Prasada. If you are not doing Vyabhichara, if you are not doing taking food outside, if you are not doing Asat Sangha, bad associations, bad and forbidden associations. What is the fourth thing? Asat Sangha, Vyabhichara, Arna. One more I am forgetting. 4 basic foundations. I'll remember later. Anyway, so Brahmana, to keep him in Krishna consciousness, should abide by the basic rules. Always, every day. That is called Sthira Siddhanta. If you do every day, that is Sthira Siddhanta. What is Asthira Siddhanta? Asthira Siddhanta is like a cloudy state. Sometimes cloud is there, so the sunshine of Krishna consciousness is
blocked,
not available, or in abhasa. It depends upon the concentration of the cloud. If very dark cloud is covering, then there is no light. Sometimes you see in the sky, very dark cloud and it appears like night. And very little cloud, then there is abhasa, some lights are there. So that is Astira Siddhanta. And when no cloud, pure sunshine, zero darkness, you can see everything crystal clear. So Krishna's Smriti, why Krishna likes Brahmana is because the Krishna Smriti, not only in himself but also he help others to get Krishna's. Then we'll talk about cow. Why Krishna likes cow? Cow gives us the nectar that not only nourishes us in our healthy being to cultivate Krishna consciousness, but also acts like nectar. But you must find the current milk which you are drinking may be tagged as cow milk, but yet there are certain principles. What kind of cow? You can see there is something, what is that called, a hung or something like that. In the cow, before the neck, there is a hump. You can see that in only the cows in India. So they are called desi gai. Second, the cow should get calf by natural process, not through artificial inseminations. Third, there should not be any hormone injections to improve the milk. Third, then fourth, the cow should walk at least 4 to 5 kilometers daily to gauge the grasses from the forest or the fields. That is, those grasses should not be grown by applications of chemicals. Natural grass. 5 things, because all these things are mixed with your milk. All these chemicals, all this. So it will be no more amrita if these 5 things are mixed in it. So we believe that what is written in the packet, cow milk, but will it act as cow milk? Cow milk is definitely nectar. But this nectar is no more available so easily unless you take it from directly from Gosala maintained by Vaishnavas. And those Vaishnavas who are maintaining Gosala should remember all this very carefully. The milk should come by the cow out of affections, by not bringing the tears from the calf. Calf should be happy. Calf should drink the milk to the fullest of his satisfaction, his or her satisfactions. Then the remaining milk can be taken. So that is how cow always nourishes the living entity. Those living entity remains on arna and dugdha. There are 3-4 more things are there. Arna, saka, muga, phala mule udara bharana. These are the 5 things. Dugdha amruta from go means this is the process of getting in Vedic civilizations the purest form of milk that help grow in Krishna consciousness. So we are discussing in the beginning that a Brahmanatva can get lost if the food is not proper. If we depend on Krishi and Gorakhya, the pure form of cultivations where Arna comes, where fruits comes. Fruits, mula means like potato, sweet potato, carrot, and beetroot. These are mula. Follow the fruits. You know all those fruits. Muga. Muga means the pulses like a moong dal, arhar dal, other dals. But moong dal is most pure. That help you remain in Krishna consciousness or brahmacharya state. Yeah, I was talking about 4 things, right? So Vyabhichara, association with women, mundane, even though that is already in Vyabhichara, but association with Kama Uttejaka Vastu. That is the 4th thing. A Brahmana should not indulge. Good eating behavior, eating only Krishna Prasad. No Vyabhichara, obeying the 4 regulative principles as instructed by scripture, Srila Prabhupada. 4 regulative principles, very strict in that. No bad association and no illicit attractions for women. Too much lusty desire. That is called Asadhu Sangha. Asadhu Sangha are 2 types. Josit Sangi ek asadhu, Krishna abhaktara. Those who speak you too much mundane things, they are asat. And those who is too much interested in associating with women. Nowadays you will find many Josit Sangi. They will see the films, they will go to the bar and others, and they will discuss about the woman, this woman, that woman. So that is the process of attractions toward Ashta, 8 kind of Maithuna. Like Guhya Sambhasana, secretly talking about women and men. When we talk about women, it is same for men. For men, women, for women, men. Like that. Guhya Sambhasana. Keli means sporting with women, touching, speaking about themselves. There are eight kind of such things. Kriya Nivritti is the 8th thing, but there are 7 more things. All that is attracting your senses towards sense enjoyment rather than giving enjoyment to Krishna or mundane. So if these things are there, then your Krishna consciousness in that day or in that period, maybe that week or that month, will be poor. If these things are not there, these 4 things, your eating habit is perfect. Only taking Krishna Prasad, no Vyabhichara is present, and you are doing Satsanga and freeing from Asatsanga, then your Krishna consciousness will be towards Sthira. May not be proper fixed, but towards Sthira will be more resolute. So that is how Brahmana's state is this, and Brahmana help others to remain in this state. That is why Krishna loved them a lot. And Krishna, when we talk about, then why Krishna is only loving Brahmana, not Vaishnavas? Yes, Vaishnava is a Brahmana of top order. Like among crores of the Brahmana, a Vaishnava is the purest form of Brahmana. So Krishna likes Vaishnavas like 1 crore times more than the Brahmanas. So always act for the benefit of the devotees. Go Brahmana hitaya cha jagad hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya namana. Govinda, the word, is the master of cow and the senses. He controls or guides the cows and the senses both for the remembrance of Krishna. That is the only disease. All we tortured in this material world because of only one reason is forgetting Krishna. And this one reason is for reason of everything. All that the problems we see in this world, if you go to the deeper, to the root cause, you will find the only root cause is that forgetting Krishna. कृष्ण बोली से जीव अनादि बहिर्मुख अतएव माया दे संसार दुख. It is clearly explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. All the forms of miseries you see is because of forgetting Krishna. And Maya gives that. So, Gokula, the dham of Vrindavana, is the emblem to manifest the topmost signs of Krishna consciousness by practicing Krishna consciousness with the help of cows and topmost Brahmanas, the Gopavasi or the Gopala. Gopala are the cow herdmen. Who protects cow? Who protects Krishna consciousness? Who present Krishna consciousness are called cow herdmen. Gopala, their title is Dasa, the servant of Krishna. Even now you see everywhere, wherever you see the Gopala Bansas, their title is Dasa and our title is Dasa. My name Akrodh Paramananda Dasa, Guru Maharaj gave Dasa, at the end Dasa, servant of Krishna. So, this way we become subservient to Krishna by the process of cultivating Krishna consciousness with the help of cows. So if we serve cows, it is as good as serve all the demigods, all the 33 crore, 33 koti devata. It is said to be present in the various portions of the body of the cow, Gomata. And Supreme Personality of Godhead himself is very pleased when we worship cow. We cultivate Krishna consciousness with the help of cow. When cow is worshipped and present in your house, when you are depending on the mercy of the cow, then all the inauspiciousness goes. The cow dung frees yourselves from all forms of bacteria. Even snakes will not come, mosquitoes will not come. In villages, they were burning cow dung, dried cow dung. And the smokes that comes out of that repels all the mosquitoes. Even if that mosquito repellent, they uses the chemicals extract from cow dung. Some of the Ayurvedic, not others I don't know. Some of the mosquito repellent, Ayurvedic mosquito repellent, they use the extract from cow dung. Cow urine is Gomutra, is Gangajal, the water of Ganges, is used in Abhisheka, the Panchamrita Snana, Panchagabhya Panchamrita. There cow urine is used, cow dung is used. And scientifically we have seen that how purifying is cow dung and cow urine. Maintaining cow is also very important. These 5 things we discussed. We have to give a pure environment for a cow to live in. We have to give pleasure to cow and calf. If we displease cow and calf for the business, we inject hormones. All those are mixed in the milk. Then we are missing the spiritual power directly upfront by adulterating, by misbehaving cows and calf. The spiritual power is lost. Then the scientific ingredient or the chemicals that should present in the Dugdha Amrita is no more. It has, because many doctors says cow, the milk is very bad for stomach and digestive systems. All that, but pure cow milk can never be bad for stomach. Many doctors says that milk is the source of all such bacterial growth, milk and sweets inside the intestine, and that gradually lead to all kind of fatty liver, diabetic, all other problems rise from that. So avoid milk. Avoid those milks, not the milk which is coming from the cow maintained in the Vedic civilizations. Now Vedic civilization is destroyed. All that sanskara is essence to be rebuilt in the form of value education systems. Sanskara, ethics, guidelines, principles. When we know the root of the education systems, or the objective of the education systems, to elevate a person into the science of God consciousness, who know the origin of the universe, the purpose of the universe, the nature of interactions of atoms and subatomic particles, each other. If all are understood through the science or the medium of Krishna consciousness, then a scientist advances in facilitating Vedic civilizations, not towards destructions. But scientists are also nowadays not very much attracted to this culture of synthesis. Many mundane scientists are there, so their endeavor were toward more exploiting mother's nature. All these chemical synthesized product destroyed the Vedic civilizations. Rather, when we spread this science of Krishna consciousness through the synthesizing both science and spirituality, we should help our Vedic civilizations well established through the medium of value education system or scientific advancement. So we have a great role to play in cultivating understanding, doing research and spreading the research outcomes among topmost thinkers of the world. This is the source of happiness, otherwise we will not be able to re-establish. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Any questions? Radha Govind Prabhuji? भागवतम की जय। गुरु महाराज श्री श्रीपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत समस्त वैष्णव वैष्णवी भक्त वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल।
थैंक यू प्रभु। इस वे सब कोरोना प्रमाण प्रभु की जय हो। थैंक यू। हरे कृष्ण।